You've been almost, I think, from this group here personally the most directly impacted by this. Like, how have you seen the community maybe in Poland, the tech community in Poland? Has this been something that was a support for you to come in and be able to somehow transform the business into a completely different market in a couple of weeks?
Now I have very important people in my life. I think they are one of my best friends, and I know that people only 3 months, but they made very big influence on my business, on the changing of my strategy of thinking and supporting my business, that it's still alive, it's profitable, and we are raising now investments even. So, and people who supported me the first and who sent me the first message after 1 hour of the first bombing of the Ukraine, it was the Polish partners of one VC fund. Their name is Innova, and they wrote me that, Dida, if you are able, take your people and move to Poland. We will help you with the accommodations, with the office, with all tasks with which you will face. The first 2 weeks I spent in Ukraine because I hope that it will finish fast. And mostly I can't even think about business, to tell the truth. I think only about my people, because a person from my team was on occupied territory and we tried to help them to leave that territory. But after it, we decided to make this moving, and because I understood that business will die. And we had this hard challenge at the beginning, when all Ukrainian companies, after the first few weeks, when they decided to return to working and making money to support Ukraine also, they understood that they can't hire Ukrainians. Also, the biggest challenge was for the outsourced companies, because all the customers told that they should frozen hiring of the Ukrainian developers. And I understood that, first of all, we should help the Ukrainian business to hire people in Poland and in Europe, for example, to support their business. And at another hand, I understood that the whole Ukrainian candidates now are very open for a new job. And we, at the first 1 month, we made a research of our 25 users from the Ukraine, developers, and they told 70% of them answered that they want to change job for working with the stable companies, mostly from the US and Europe. That's why with this fund, we created a new strategy how we will involve new candidates from the European market to the platform as users, and also we will involve the new stable companies from the US and European, UK market to the platform to help both of these sides and also to recover. And it's interesting that in April we returned to our previous metrics. In May we even have the good results, and I understood that in one case, I'm thinking about saving business at my people in my team, but in another case, all Ukrainian developers now, it's the very big force which support the whole Ukraine and the whole army, because as I know, 70% of the Ukrainian developers every month donating the money for different organizations, funds. They support civilians people, they support everybody. So for them it's very important to have a good salary, to providing the same activities, and a lot of foreign organizations support Ukrainians also, but it's very important to know that Ukrainians each month spend, I think, the half of their salary sometimes for supporting another people, for helping their friends who are involved in the army also. Yeah.